Hello and welcome, dear viewers of Zarin International Television. I am Sandra Smith and I'm here to bring you the latest news for this hour.
Banki Mohammed Ishaq and Amir Muttaqi, the foreign ministers of China, Pakistan and the Taliban, met in Beijing. In this meeting, they discussed regional security and economic cooperation and agreed on expanding the China-Pakistan Afghanistan economic corridor. The Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs says that in this meeting, all three officials emphasized their shared commitment to combating terrorism and strengthening stability and development in the region. Meanwhile, Ishaq Dar, Pakistan's foreign minister, also held a separate meeting today in Beijing with Amir Muttaqi, the acting foreign minister of the Taliban. It is said that in this meeting, emphasis was placed on bilateral relations, including the expansion of diplomatic engagement, trade, and the facilitation of transit between the two countries. Sources say that around 500 civilians are being held as CUC prisoners without documentation of their names in Kandahar prison. According to information from these sources, most of those detained are former military expansionists. The Taliban governor in Balkh has asked government leaders to fully implement Taliban laws. Pirosta Wafa has emphasized that all previous laws have been annulled and are no longer valid. It is unclear what this front, which is close to Batu Kondarda, means. What are the new laws? So far, this group has not prepared or announced any official constitution. Following an explosion at a coal mine in Dara Isuf, Samangan, 7 workers lost their lives and 2 others were injured. This explosion occurred late Tuesday night. The spokesperson for the Taliban police command in Samangan says that the bodies of the deceased workers have been handed over to their families. Local Taliban officials have not provided any explanation regarding the cause of the explosion. Khurshid Talpost has reported that the Trump administration is using foreign aid funds to evacuate Afghan refugees. According to this report, the Trump administration has a plan to allocate $250 million from the foreign aid budget for the evacuation of refugees. A source told this newspaper that Afghans will likely be the first group to be evacuated from the United States under this plan. Pakistan's Ministry of Interior announced that as a result of a bomb explosion on the route of a school bus in the Kandahar area of Balochistan, at least 16 children were killed. According to Pakistani officials, at least 46 others were injured in this explosion. It has been stated that the attack targeted a school bus belonging to a school supported by the Pakistani military. So far, no group has claimed responsibility for this incident. Meanwhile, the Pakistani military has announced that the attack on the student bus in Kandahar, Balochistan was organized by India and its regional proxies. The statement said that after its defeat on the battlefield, India has resorted to actions aimed at creating terror and unrest in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The Pakistani military added that opposition groups are using Indian support to pursue soft aim targets. India has not yet commented on this matter. While the Trump administration has backed down from imposing new sanctions on Russia, Ukraine is trying to encourage the European Union to adopt a more independent and aggressive approach. According to Reuters, Ukraine, in a confidential document that is to be presented to Brussels next week, has called for the faster confiscation of Russian assets and the immediate imposition of sanctions on buyers of Moscow's oil. The U.S. Treasury Department has granted limited permission for a sanctioned ship to operate in the United Arab Emirates Gulf. Activities such as anchoring, attending to health services, emergency repairs, and the sale of the ship have been authorized. This ship has been placed on the U.S. sanctions list due to involvement in circumventing Iran sanctions. The U.S. Secretary of State has warned in a Senate Foreign Relations Committee session that the Syrian transitional government may collapse within a few weeks. Marco Rubio has argued that Iran is trying to destabilize Syria by using sanctions and encouraging former Assad government officials to support armed groups. He has called on Republicans to support the current Syrian government. CNN, quoting several U.S. officials, has reported that Israel is preparing itself to attack Iran's nuclear facilities. According to CNN, the likelihood of an Israeli attack on Iran's nuclear facilities has increased significantly in recent months. These officials emphasize that the decision to attack depends on the country's leaders' views regarding the U.S. negotiations with the Islamic Republic.
Thank you, dear viewers, for your continued support. You can watch Zarin TV on Avdim Procast, ChillWiz, Zarin TV app, and our social media platforms. Until next time, may you be held in the peace and mercy of the divine. Take care, and may blessings always follow your path.